New cars, new engines, new teams. It's a brand new season coming up, and I'm pretty excited, just like you, for who's going to nail the 2026 rule changes right out of the box.
Formula One is hitting the reset button in 2026. The cars are getting smaller, fans will be enjoying closer racing than ever before. These cars will be lighter, smaller, with reduced tire sizes. The engines are now split 50-50 between the combustion and the electric power, accompanied by way bigger batteries, all while using 100% sustainable fuel. Liberty Media is putting more tools in the hands of the F1 driver, all at the touch of a button. Driver technical skills this year will be on focus. DRS is gone, replaced by active front and rear wings opening and closing at a push of a button on the straights and in corners. Plus, an electric push-to-pass system, an additional turbo button that allows overtaking speed on demand. With shorter cars, narrower tires, new safety rules, all designed to make overtaking easier and the racing closer on track. Get ready for a new F1 season. The 2026 calendar features 24 races, including testing sessions in Bahrain starting in February, where fans will yet again get a glimpse of the fastest cars on the planet, driven by the best drivers in the world, and we're going to find out if your team is going to be at the top of the pecking order when the lights go out in Melbourne. A 3-day preseason testing kicks off in Bahrain, February 11th to the 13th, and yes, fans can actually attend. So this is where we start guessing the pecking order, not the real order. Teams will be sandbagging like crazy during these sessions, but we'll see who looks comfortable and who looks nervous in their new car packages. After winning back-to-back constructor titles, McLaren are coming in hot, and Lando Norris grabbing his first Drivers' Championship last season by a few points. Early predictions have McLaren and Mercedes right at the front again. Sounds good if that's one of your teams, but with the new rules, it's really a blank slate and all the teams start from zero. It was even reported that Red Bull might be dropped to a midfield position. And for the first time in years, we've got 11 teams on the grid. The General Motors and Cadillac Formula One team partnered with TWG Motorsports. They've signed 2 veterans, Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas. Tons of experience, strong, great veterans for developing a brand new car. Expectations should fall to a realistic goal. Year 1 is really about surviving and not winning. At the same time, Audi has officially taken over the former Saudi team, now running as the Audi Revolut F1 team. This isn't a sponsored experiment. This is a full factory effort with serious money and serious engineering behind it. So let's switch gears just for a second and sample a little quick history. One team usually figures it out first. I mean, they read the rules and they apply them to their car, and then they exploit what hasn't been written. The loopholes, if you would, taking that advantage and applying it to their car and gaining an incredible advantage over the rest of the field with that new innovation. Where did we see this happen? Let me educate you. Think about Red Bull and Adrian Newey. That exhaust-blown diffuser was pure genius. The loopholes, if you would. And Vettel went on to win 4 straight championships in 2010 to 2013 before the rules changed and deemed the blown diffuser illegal. Then came the turbo hybrid era, 2014 to 2020. Mercedes absolutely crushed it out of the box, minutes ahead of the grid after a 60-lap race. The loopholes, if you would. They even turned their engines down through the race, so they'd only be winning by 30 seconds when they could have won by more. It was the silliest 7-year stretch of a locked-in rules I've ever experienced with Formula One. 6 titles for Hamilton, 1 for Rosberg, and 0 for Bottas. Then, 2022 rule changes hit. Ground effect cars, bigger wheels, bigger cars, cost cap is introduced. The Red Bull adapts better out of the box than any other team. Hasn't been written. The loopholes, if you would. Max goes on to win 4 straight championships. It took McLaren 4 years to catch up to Red Bull, closing the gap and stealing the 2025 title by just 2 points in the final race. So every time the rules change, one team nails it right out of the box, and everyone else on the grid spends years and millions of dollars trying to upgrade quick enough before the rules change yet again. I don't want 2026 to be the start of another 4 straight driver championships by the same person or by the same team. I don't know about you, but that's just how I feel. I'm excited though for the smaller cars and more passing opportunities. But here's the gem. The 2026 rule changes might be even crazier because now drivers are managing way more than just tires and fuel. They've got an active aero mode, electric boost at the fingertips, recharge strategies throughout the lap, basically video game levels control at 300 kilometers an hour. overtake with specific mandated rules, defending under braking with one move, saving energy behind a train of cars, deploying energy anywhere on a lap, and it's all going down in front of your eyes at each Grand Prix weekend. This actually puts more control back into the hands of the drivers and their engineers, not just the car designs or the airflow, not just the engine output power. The fastest car still does matter, but now the racecraft matters more. But what are we really going to be watching for in Bahrain? So first off, reliability. New engines always mean surprises. So smoke, software issues, batteries overheating, somebody is going to have a problem, and if you really listen to the radio feedback, you'll be able to put into context to the pecking order. Drivers will hit the track for upwards of 100 laps, and it's all going to be open to the public. F1 is a unique experience, and everybody should have the opportunity to experience it. Second, balance. You can fake lap times, but you can't hide it. If the car looks twitchy on track or unstable through the corners, the fans are going to see it. And third, which team looks organized? Practice makes perfect. Smoothly executed pit runs, clean, straightforward data gathering testing programs, no panic from team voices on the radio. That usually tells you who's confident in their package. Practice makes perfect. Smooth executed pit runs, clean, straightforward data gathering testing programs, no panic from team voices on the radios. Don't expect lap charts to tell the full story. The real clues are in how comfortable the drivers look and how calm the teams are on the radio. And let's be real, even if the racing is close, the drama is guaranteed. Teams launching protests against one another, technical loopholes being exploited. The loopholes, if you would, hasn't been written. Teams accusing each other of cheating, and every engineer pretending like they wouldn't copy another team's innovation if it made them go faster. I mean, you've seen drivers after races walking over to the competitor's car, making mental notes about anything that looks special. They all copy each other's designs. I'm saying the quiet part out loud. In any event, all this stuff is wrapped up as part of a 24 race schedule in 2026 for our viewing pleasure on TV, the internet, and F1 TV Pro. So the big question for 2026 is simple. The loopholes, if you would, hasn't been written. Did one team already figure it out? Will they be at the top of the pecking order when the lights go out in Melbourne for the first race of the season? Or is the competition closer than ever, and we're going to get a real fight at the front with several teams throughout the extent of a 24 race season? The only way to find out is to watch the Bahrain testing in February. It hasn't been written. The loopholes, if you would.